So here we are today. Welcome to our lesson, and this is called Beatles Bites. And this is a new course I have for Beatles songs because so many of them have really cool intros, and I wanted to do a course that just taught the intro. We're not going to teach the whole song, just all those cool little ukulele and licks. Well, they're guitar licks mainly that we're going to put them on ukulele. So, the first song we're doing today, first one of the course, is Birthday by the Beatles. So let me play a little bit for you so you can check it out. Alright, so that Birthday, hopefully we're all familiar with that song. We've heard it at some point in time in our musical journeys. Alright, so let's just jump right into this. So what's going to happen here is we're going to have one lick, and it's going to be in the key of A, or I could also play right there, okay? And we're going to take that lick and we're going to transpose it to two different chords. So not only the A7 chord, but also the D7 and the E7. So let's jump into it. What I'm going to do here is I have a low G on my ukulele, but I'm going to teach it so with the low G, but I'm also going to teach it if you have a high G. Why don't we start there, because I would imagine more of us out there may have a ukulele that has a high G string here on the fourth string. So let's grab some tuning notes. We got A, our first string. Second string E, third string C, and fourth string G. Yep, and this is a low G on this one. So, we're going to do this one first if you have a high G. So we're just going to avoid this fourth string because if you have a high G, it sounds more trebly than bassy. If you have a low G, it sounds cool because you have the bass notes. Alright, so I'm going to check my feed again, just to make sure we are actually live and going strong. Hopefully we will avoid any kind of technical issues this particular time. Alright, there I am. Fantastic. Alright, and we're still streaming on YouTube. So, brilliant. Alright, so check this out. Throw that up. Alright, so our first lick is going to be over an A7 chord. So this is a blues. It's not like a blues. It's actually a blues. We're going to go through the 12-bar blues. So it's going to start here on the 9th fret, and I'm going to use my first finger, and I'm going to hit 9 on the third string twice. So da, da. But let me play it once so you got it. So that's our lick. That's our A7 lick. So again, first finger on third string, 9th fret. Hit that twice. Then I'm just going to move my first finger down to the second string, and actually you can just bar it so you don't actually have to move. So now, second string, 9th fret, hit that once, and then my pinky is going to reach up here to the 12th fret, right there, on the second string. So I'm going to go 9, 9, then down a string, 9, and then up to 12. That's your first four notes. Then, with my second finger, I'm going to be here on the 10th fret of the first string. Then my first finger is going to go to the 9th fret first string. Then my pinky is going to go back to that 12th fret on the second string, and then back to the first note we started on, which is 9th fret of the third string. And that's the first lick, and that's over A7, so it's going to sound like this. It's going to be all eighth notes except for 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So the only note that's not an eighth note is when you hit the first string here on the 9th fret. That's going to be a chord note. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So notice that one note you're going to hold out just a little longer than the other ones. Okay, so let's try this. 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and So that's your A7 lick. Okay, so that's going to do it 2 times. It's going to cover the first 4 measures. Now, before we jump to the next chord, I'm going to do this here. For those that have a low G ukulele or a low 4 string, because this is what I have, and I think this sounds cool on ukulele. This lick's going to be the same. I'm going to finger it slightly different, and it's going to sound an octave lower than that one. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going to start with my, let me grab this. Here is our one in a low G string. So I'm going to start this one now with my second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. I'm going to hit that twice. And by the way, if I haven't mentioned, I'm doing all this with my thumb. Okay, so all with my thumb. So, 2nd twice. Then I'm going to go to the 3rd string, 1st fret with my 1st finger, hit that once. Then pinkies up to the 3rd string, 4th fret. So those are the first 4 notes. So it's 1 and 2 and. Then I'm going to use my 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Hit that once. Then go to my 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. And that's a note that you hold a little longer. That's a quarter note. Back to the 3rd string, 4th fret with my pinky. And then back to the very first note, which is an A note here on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So this lick is going to feel like this. 3 and. If I had to count it, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And that's just an 8th note, that last note, so you're going to hit it and just get off of it. Get off of it meaning stop the sound, as opposed to letting it ring out. Alright, so there's your lick. So up here for those that have a high G on the 4th string, and here for those of you who have a low G. And I'd actually be curious to see how many people actually have a low G versus a high G ukulele. Most ukuleles come with a high G, but some of them come, like this one came with a low G, which is what I like. Okay, I'm just checking in my feed here, seeing as it's going on. All right, I see me here. Everything looks good. Okay, now let's go to the next lick. So the next lick is going to be identical to what we just played, but instead of in the key of or over the A7 chord, it's going to be over the D7 chord. Now those of you that's playing it up here, and believe me, that lick is actually harder than you think. It seems easy, but it actually takes a little bit of practice. For those that are playing it here, it's real simple. All you have to do is take this same lick, so take your 1st finger, slide it down to the 2nd fret, and you're going to do everything exactly the same, except you're on the 2nd fret. And so what that's going to give me is 1st finger on 3rd string, 2nd fret. I'm going to hit that twice. Da, da. Then 1st finger on 2nd string, 2nd fret. And again, I'll just probably bar it easier, but for this purpose, it looks like I'm changing this just so you can see it better. So you hit that once, 2nd string, 2nd fret with my 1st finger. Then my pinky's going to reach out to the 2nd string, 5th fret. So those are the first 4 notes. Then my 2nd finger is going to be here on the 1st string, 3rd fret. Hit that once. 1st finger is on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and there's your quarter note, so you hold that note a little longer. Back to your 2nd string, 5th fret, and then back to your 1st note, which is 3rd string, 2nd fret. Lots to say, right? So here we go. Let's play that lick twice. This is over the D7 chord. 3 and 2, 3, 4, and you actually just do it 1 time. But for our purposes, let's loop that a little bit. 3, 4, and 1, 2, and if we were counting, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, so let's try. Well, actually, before we do it, then the next part just goes back to the A chord, so the A7 chord. So you could either play the lick up here again, Or if you have your low G ukulele, you're playing it right there. So there's the first 8 measures. We only got 4 measures to go. Let's just do that. No backing track yet. Let's just do that. 1, 2 from the top. 3, 4, and 2. Now we do this again, and 2, 3, D, 2, 3. Now I'm doing a low G here, little. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're on to the last section here, and it's going to have one additional chord, which is the E7 chord. Now to play this lick, it's going to be over the E7. I just need to take my first finger, slide it up to the 4th fret, and I do the same lick that I did here in D, but I'm doing it here in E. Okay, so that's going to look like this. So my first finger now is barring here at the 4th fret. I'm going to hit 3rd string, 4th fret twice, da, da. Then 2nd string, 4th fret once. Then my pinky's going to reach out to the 7th fret of the 2nd string. Those are the first 4 notes. So 4, 4, 4, 7. Now my second finger is going to go to the 1st string, 5th fret. Hit that once. First finger on 1st string, 4th fret. Hit that once, but hold it for a quarter note. Back to the 2nd string, 7th fret, and then back to your first note, 3rd string, 4th fret. So let's try that. That's the E over E7 chord. 3, and you accidentally do that one time. Then you go back to A. But let's just do it a couple times here on E7. 3, and 2, 3 again, and 2, 3, 4. All right, and then the last 2 bars just go back to A. So whether you're doing A here or doing A up there. All right, we're going to do it with the slow backing track. Let me just check in real quick and see what's going on. Hey, Chris. Yeah, you have a, okay, so you have a low and a high. So I will soon also have a low and a high. And YouTube is still going too. All right, fantastic. Okay, what we're going to do now, I'm going to take the notation off the screen. We're going to do this 2 times with the slow backing track. Let's see how it goes here. One, 2, 3, 4. That one's low. I'm doing it up here now. Now you go to your D chord, and 2, back to A. I'll do it high here. Now to your E7 chord here on the 4th fret. 2, back to A. I'll do the low one. Now repeat the whole thing. And 2, 3, A again. 2, now to the 4 chord, the D. 2, 3, back to A. E7. 2, and just end on the A7 chord. Alright, pretty cool. Now, when I first got the backing tracks from my buddy Pear, who does them, I didn't realize that the bass, who's also copying this lick, when the guitar is silent, the bass still does it again. So the bass is going. Alright. It doesn't stop playing. Although the guitar, the ukulele in this case, does stop. Now I thought he was wrong. I was like, oh, why did he do that? So I had to go to the original recording, and sure enough, that bass is playing the whole time. Okay, so we still have a fast backing track to play with. I just wanted to just say thank you for everyone that checks in, says hi, watches the videos, subscribes, likes the pages, all that kind of stuff, all the support. I really appreciate it. I'm available here all the time. You can message me on Facebook or YouTube or email me. I get a lot of emails from customers and different members of Uke Like The Pros, and today I got a couple really special ones that came at a perfect time. So I needed to hear what these emails said, and I just want to let you all know how appreciative I am, and I'm here for you. This is why I do this, so thank you for that. What we have now is the fast backing track, which is at 140 BPMs or beats per minute. And this is, I think it's roughly, or it is exactly what the original Beatles version of Birthday is. So it might be a little fast, maybe not, but we're going to see how you do. I'm going to alternate between this A, because of my low G, and also this one up here. So here we go. Birthday, 2 times with the fast backing track. 1, 2, 3, and. Now to the D. Back to A. E. Back to A. Here we go. Repeat. Whole thing again. I'm going to take it high here. To the D. Back to A. To your E and A. And okay, so there you go. There's our first Beatles bites today, and that was Birthday. And that was a little bit longer than most of them are going to be, but that one's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed it. I will do one final check to see if I have any questions, and it looks like we are okay there, and I will check over here, and it looks like we're okay. So thank you again for joining me, and we will see you in the next lesson.